Hello and welcome to Zesty Yoga. I'm Jessica, and today we're just going to find some grounding. In a time when you lose your sense of routine, it can feel like you start floating through your day, through your week. And so we're just going to find some breaths, some postures that help us regain that sense of I'm right here, right now, in this moment. So we're going to start standing. So finding your way to your mountain pose at the top of your mat. And just in your mountain pose, we're going to shift the weight forward into the ball mounds of the feet. Maybe the heels lift and then shift it back towards the heels. Maybe the toes lift, just gently rocking it back and forth. And then grounding down through all four corners of the feet. Feel your tailbone grow heavy. And press down through the heels, and the heels energetically press apart, not so that they move, but you can feel that engagement of pressing down into the earth and pressing the heels away from each other. You can feel it all the way up into the legs. And feel those hip points pull up towards the lower ribs. So it's like you're closing that space in your belly. And so your belly has to gently start to draw in. And then feel the shoulders soften onto the back. The fingertips reach down towards the ground, and the crown of the head reaches up towards the sky. So we have this opposite pull. One is down, pulling the feet down into the earth. The other one is pulling the crown of the head up towards the sky. So you find a lot of length. And then if you're comfortable doing so, if your balance feels good, maybe closing the eyes. If not, just softening the gaze down towards the floor. And take a deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. One more of those. Deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth. And then we'll close the mouth and allow the breath to continue to pull in deep through the nose. And the breath goes out slowly through the nose. And then taking this moment to find a mental focal point, find an intention for your practice. Maybe your intention is to find grounding, so you can set the mantra of I am here, or I am present. Maybe there's something else that you feel that you need more as your focal point. Maybe it's simply that thought of gratitude towards someone or something in your life. But allowing it to come to the mind's eye. Still keeping that breath slow and deep. And then next inhale reaches the arms up overhead, growing a little longer. Palms touch, and as you exhale, gently draw the palms down to heart center. And we'll seal that intention in by taking a deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Next inhale reaches the arms up overhead. Soft bend into the knees so we can hinge it forward from the hips, finding a forward fold. Letting the head go, the neck hang loose. Feeling the belly come down towards the thighs, so bending into the knees as much as you need to in order to find that softening. Hands can rest on the ground, or if you have blocks, they can come to the blocks. But growing a little heavier, a little softer down through the feet. Take a deep inhale, feel it in your belly. Exhale, let it go, soften down a little bit more. And then next inhale, press down through the feet, start to roll it up slowly, tucking the tailbone, stacking each vertebra at a time, finally rolling the shoulders, the head up, inhale, reach it up, exhale, fold. And this time as you inhale, find a half lift, lengthen the spine, hands are on the shins or the thighs. And we're finding that same energetic reach, crown of the head forward, tailbone back, but still staying heavy through the feet. Exhale, fold back into it. Inhale, hinge it all the way back up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands, heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. And we're going to grab onto the opposite elbows. Take a deep inhale, find a little bit more length through the spine. And as you exhale, reach it over to the side, right or left, you choose. We're going to get the other side. Inhale, lengthen it up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, reach it up, lengthen. Exhale, first side. Inhale, lengthen it up. Exhale, second side. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Bending in so deeply into the knees that you can bring the hands down onto the mat, stepping the feet back. And we're going to find our tabletop. So hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. And as you inhale, belly drops. Feel the tailbone reach up towards the sky as the crown of the head starts to reach up towards the sky, pressing the heart forward, broadening through the chest. So feel the shoulder blades pull onto the back. And next, exhale, arch the back, belly button up to the spine, spine up to the sky. Head grows heavy, tailbone grows heavy. Inhale, drop the belly, cow pose. Exhale, arch the back. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, arch the back. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, neutral spine. We're going to extend the right leg behind us. Push out through the heel. Point the toes down. Engage into that leg. So feel a lot of energy and then feel the belly start to pull up in towards the spine. Not belly button squeezing to the spine, but just starting to pull the belly in like halfway. And then you can keep the hands down if you feel more solid here, or maybe the left arm reaches forward. Take a deep inhale, a little bit more extension. Exhale, knee pulls in. If the arm's extended, elbow pulls in. Squeeze it in tight. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in. Once more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, extend, lower the hand, tuck the toes behind you, push out through the heels, pushing your weight back. Feel the stretch along the back of the leg. Inhale, lift that leg behind you again. Exhale, step the foot up in between the hands. And we're going to want the front knee stacked over the ankle, the back hip stacked over the back knee. Hands walk up onto that front thigh. And find the engagement through the hips. So feel that right hip gently pull back, left hip forward, sealing them together. So pull it all into midline. And as you pull into midline, feel the energy pull up the spine. Growing a little taller, arms can reach up towards the sky. Feeling that stretch in that hip flexor. Feel the tailbone grow heavy. And then right hand comes to the right hip and the left arm reaches up and over. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, plant the hand. Start to straighten that front knee. Toes start to pull in towards you as the heel pushes down, hip reaches back. Take a deep inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk the hands back. Step it back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Find that neutral spine. We're going to extend the left leg behind us, push out through the heel, pulling in through the toes. Feel your tailbone reach towards that lifted heel as the belly starts to pull in. And again, hands can stay on the ground. Do you find that solid grip? Press down, especially that back shin. Feel that press down into the mat. Or the right arm reaches forward. Take an inhale, find a little bit more length. Exhale, knee into the chest, elbow into the chest if it's lifted. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach it open. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach. Lower the hand, tuck the toes behind you, push out through the heel. Breath here. And then inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, step that foot up in between the hands. We're keeping the knees bent at 90-90, so front knee over ankle, back hip over back knee. Hands walk up onto the shin. And we solidify or stabilize through the hips. So finding center, pulling everything into midline, sending the energy up. Tailbone grows heavy. Lower ribs hug you in. And then the arms can reach up. Feeling that opening, that stretch through the hip flexor of the right leg. As you feel that tailbone grow heavy. And then left hand onto the left hip. Right fingers reach up and over. Staying connected to the ground, so still pushing that back shin, front foot down into the mat. Inhale, reach it up center. Exhale, plant the hands. Start to straighten that front leg. Toes can pull in towards you as you push the heel down. Reach the hip back. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk it forward. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, arch the back. Inhale to your cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, neutral spine. Separate the knees. Big toes come together. And we're going to press it back, child's pose. So if you don't, if the belly doesn't want to soften down towards the floor, you can bring a pillow or a blanket underneath your torso so that your forehead or the side of your head can rest on it. Just completing that connection down towards the earth. I'm going to take off my glasses. So we're going to find 5 slow, deep breaths here. And we want the head supported. So we want the forehead resting on something. Or if you've got a pillow underneath you, then side of the face resting. And find those 5 slow, deep breaths. As you inhale, lift yourself back up to your tabletop. Stacking shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. And we're going to find one more cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, arch the back. Neutral spine. We're going to swing the legs around in front of us. And we're going to pull the glutes out from underneath of us so that we can really start to feel the hip bones press down into the earth. And we're going to start with a more yin or passive fold. So So go ahead and bend pretty dramatically into the knees. The toes can pull in towards you. And we're going to inhale, lengthen up, and then feel the heart reach forward and everything softens. Breathing into your back, continuing to breathe into your belly, feeling that expansion in the belly. The belly starts to press against the legs as you inhale. As you exhale, the belly pulls in, giving you just a little bit more space to soften and grow a little heavier down towards the legs. And then gently walking yourself back up. You can leave the knees bent or extend them all the way out, finding a little softness in the knees, so a little micro bend. But keep the toes pulling in towards you, the heels pushing away. And this time as you inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, reach it forward. Find length in the spine. Feel the belly pull in. Reach the heart forward. Take one more deep inhale. And exhale, soften. And gently walking yourself back up. And we're going to draw the right knee in towards us. Give it a little bit of a hug as you lengthen through the spine. And you can leave the sole of the foot on the inside of the left leg or step it over. But we want the whole sole of the foot down on the mat, so you can press down through all four corners of the feet. If it doesn't get there on the outside, just move it back to the inside. And then inhale, lengthen up. We're going to take the left elbow, hook the right knee, and reach up through the right as you slowly twist it open, and then the fingers of the right hand can come down behind the hips. And again, we're not leaning the weight back into that hand, we're not dumping it back. We're staying lifted and lengthened up through the spine, pressing the earth down through the sits bones, reaching up towards the sky through the crown of the head. And gently release. And then we're going to open this knee up. So we're just crossing the ankle over the extended left leg, just allowing the knee to fall open. If this feels good, stay here, stay lifted, stay lengthened. Or else maybe you lift the foot, so left hand on the foot, flexing that foot, protecting the ankle, right hand on the knee, and you can just rock it side to side. If that foot wants to come into the the elbow, and the elbow wants to come around the knee, you can rock it there like you're holding a baby. Just feeling into that hip, maybe closing your eyes again, just rocking it back and forth, loosening up through that hip, bringing movement, which brings fluid into that joint. And gently lower the foot back down, extend it back out, other side. So we're bending the left knee, sole of the foot stays on the inside, or we cross it over. And inhale, lift, lengthen. Elbow can hook the knee. Left hand reaches up and back as you slowly rotate, not leaning your weight back into that hand. You should be able to lift, float the hand and not change the pose, because you've got all your weight pressing down through the hips and reaching up through the crown of the head. And gently release. We're going to allow the knee to fall open. So again, just crossing the ankle over the extended leg. You can leave it here, or you can grab onto that foot, grab onto the knee, and find that little rock side to side, flexing the foot. Again, if the foot wants to come into the elbow crease and you rock it here, you can do that. I like holding the foot. It feels better. I feel like I can get more movement into that hip. And gently lowering it back down, extending it back out. I'm going to shift the hips forward, plant the feet, gently roll yourself down onto your mat. And once you're there, draw the knees in, find a gentle rock side to side. And we're going to plant the feet down, plant the hands down, palms down next to the hips, setting up for our bridge pose. So feel the shoulder blades start to soften away from the ears, creating a nice long neck. Start to press down into the feet. Feel that connection with the earth. Press down into the shoulders, the arms, the fingertips, and the hips start to float up towards the sky. Feel your weight press down through the feet so that the weight starts to shift back towards the shoulders, so you get even weight between the shoulders and the feet. Exhale, roll the spine back down. And then allow the feet to step apart, the knees to fall in towards each other. Take a deep inhale into the belly. Slow exhale out. Walk the feet back in, the knees point up, and we're going to do it one more time. So press down through the feet, press down through the shoulders, the arms, the hips start to float, lifting maybe just a little bit higher, keeping that nice long neck, gaze stays up at the sky. Making sure those knees don't start to splay open. We're keeping them hip distance apart. Exhale, roll it down. And then gently drawing the knees back into the chest. Gentle rock side to side. And we'll allow the legs to extend out long on the mat. The arms to rest down wherever it feels good. And allowing yourself to soften into the support of the earth beneath you. So noticing all the parts of the body that are touching the mat. From the backs of the legs, the hips, arms, maybe fingertips, shoulders, back of the head. Allowing yourself to grow a little heavier, a little softer there. We're just going to take a minute or two to soften into this place of rest. Maybe you return back to your intention, your mental focal point. Take a moment to think about it, to feel it, to embrace it. And then allowing it to soften out of your mind. As the awareness just gently drifts away. Draw your awareness back to your breath, finding that energy drawing in with the inhale, and little movements through the fingers and the toes. Gently rubbing the fingertips against each other, feeling that. Feeling the toes spread apart and wiggle. Drawing little circles out through the ankles, through the wrists. And then finding any larger movements that feel good, maybe a full body stretch, maybe giving yourself a big hug, drawing the knees into the chest, wrapping the arms around the legs. Whatever you feel you need. And then when you're ready, gently finding your way to a seated position. Crossing the legs or extending them out in front of you. But feel that grounding, that heaviness down through the hips. And that length up through the spine. Solid, stable. Almost like you're sending roots down into the earth. Our practice on the mat is one of our roots that holds us firm even during the wildest storm. And we each have other roots that we've developed throughout the years that ground us, that hold us in place while the winds blow. Maybe it's a hobby like artwork or sewing or music. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's an activity or an object. Maybe it's finding something that makes you laugh or makes you smile or revel in the beauty. But allowing yourself to identify those roots. And not just find the roots, but bring them into more prominence in your life. Knowing when those feelings of upheaval start to come, you can always go back to your roots. Those things that make you feel at home and content in the moment. We'll bring the hands to heart center and take this moment to cultivate that feeling of gratitude. Gratitude for the practice, one of our roots. Gratitude towards someone or something, that's another root for you. And gratitude towards yourself for taking care of yourself, for setting this time aside for you. And of course, I wish to express my own gratitude to you for allowing me to guide you through this practice. Until we meet on our mats again, namaste.